Greetings, and welcome to Cinnamon Night Entertainment. Relatively fresh off of a stream that lasted for about 7 hours. It's time for me to record this fantastic episode. Hopefully it'll be a fantastic episode. Hopefully it will not involve any crashes of my microphone. So, let's get going here. Alright, last time we made pants, and we, harvested some planty plants. Let's get El Nomado going. Alright. Looks like everything is recording just fine. Make sure the game audio seems to be doing well. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to start by recharging our equipment. It will be very nice when we have the ability to recharge our own equipment, but that will not be this base. Until then, we are going to have to continue running back and forth to here. As fun as that is. Just recharging stuff. I'm gonna cross out. We still have 25 crossbow bolts. Still doing okay on that. We still got our fancy tomato seed. Hi, Warren. Alright. One of the only people that I will always remember his name. Warren is a special creature. Alright.
Attention. This sector is under precautionary security measures.
It is under precautionary security measures. That is not actually much of a surprise. Okay. Well, we've got our fruit going, which is awesome. Just continue filling this. And fill up these, because we now have more things that we want to plant. Not a lot more things. Plant. Super tomatoes. We've already done our potatoes. Yes, except for the one. We have some fish to cook, which we're going to do real quick. Get our food situation stabilized a little bit before we move forward. Love the forklift replica. Okay. Do I want to... No, I don't really want seeds. But we'll go ahead and put some stuff away here. I probably shouldn't have dumped the bucket there. Hose. Sort that out. Come back down here. Take the bucket back out. That is its own storage area. That's what I was planning on putting down there. Alright. And we don't really have room for the plastic to be plastic. Ooh. Cooking sound of stuff being finished. We can throw it back in the fridge because it's now edible. Sadly, you cannot just cook patatas. You know what? That's what I'm going to do with our other potato. We are going to cook. We are going to plant and raise that potato up to be stuff. Stuff and things. An adult plant that we can eat. That looks like these regular tomatoes are good, which gives us a little bit more food and water. Okay. Now, we have a bunch of soup recipes that we can make already at this particular juncture. Not going to worry about them just yet. And plop you over there. And, the plastic's going to go up here for now. Boom. Alright, and the bucket can also go in here. Let's eat a fish steak. Or filet. Nom 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 nom. And we're also going to eat a tomato. And we're going to eat one more tomato. It goes quick. More stable is still not perfect. Alright, we're not tired enough to do anything. We're going to need to use the bathroom, but not yet. We need to open up our next area. So, we went through the other anniversary. Got a bunch of agriculture XP. And that was all good. But now we're going to take another route. hurry up and load. Thank you. This place feels so populated. We got Thule waiting on his bench, and he just turned off. Must have loaded out that section. We got people all over the place. This area has not been as horribly messed up as it could have. We are now going to take this way. And we ran out of time last time. Yeah. This is a way that many people I've seen take to actually get to this next region, meaning that they don't get to that other dimension until after they've done this one. I think it's better to do it this way. And gotta be careful though, there's going to be enemies here. Ow. That did not work the way I wanted it to. Okay. Let's start looting. A lot of it's going to be stuff I don't really need at this juncture. No. Hey, there's... Also, a lot of times people, that's their first anvil they collect. So, yeah, that is a thing. In the box, we got glue and a hammer and a screwdriver we don't need. Got that stuff. And a bunch of other stuff. Boom, 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 boom. We're looting like crazy for the moment. And much of this looting is going to end about now. We're now going to be a little more careful in things we destroy and or take apart.
Damn security door.
We are now going to activate the elevator. It'll now go up and down. And we've got a critter that we got to go kill. Let's go be sneaky. Sneaky, 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 sneaky. Sneaky. More magazines. Sweet. Alright. Look at that.
Clearance
Sufficient. Also, bit of a
What's
thing for
going
people.
on?
Up here is a door we can't open. At least until we get a level 2 clearance. I believe. Yes. Level 2 clearance. Did I miss? Oh, it's a screwdriver. And another anvil. Well, we can take that anvil for now. Alright. Come in here, and we talk to her.
I don't understand it. The systems locked us out. But I'm
Correct.
not leaving without my data. I could lose everything. I'd never get a Nobel Prize. Then
Nobel
I had an
Prize.
idea.
That's
I worked in the
fantastic.
security bots. Their CPUs store access codes. If we salvaged some, we could make something to hack the
Oil.
door. What do you think?
It sounds like a thing, lady. Definitely sounds like a thing. But we now have a bunch of designs, some of which we're not too terribly far off of getting because we've already fought robots. Again, I believe I stated this previously, we need those computation bricks. Constantly. Controller. Boom. A controller. And infrared emitter. Oh, we'll assume I'm going to need that. And some glass scrap. Yay! LCD screen. Of course, we need a glow stick. Another computation brick. Screws. And some tech scrap. Boom. And all of those together make the keyboard hacker. A very important thing throughout the course of this game. Alright, we've got a little bit of room left, so we're going to loot before we go back down, because we want to get our armor upgrade. There's usually little guys hiding all over the place in here. I don't know what kind of resources we need. So just looking for their little pink light up faces. Alright, didn't find any, at least in this area. Binder, which we're gonna stop grabbing. Anything? Any duct tape? We have duct tape. Win. How about you? Executive desk. You have money. I will take money. Whoa! I had a feeling there was one of you mother truckers somewhere, and you're now dead. Take that. See, I'm halfway decent at combat when I pay attention. I'll take that. Money. Now up here is going to be another one of you. Caught you midair. Take that. Alright, and we begin the process of getting through all these. There's a series of events that go through these back rooms. Now, you've seen, if you watched the last episode, what all we're doing here. Because, money, duct tape. Guess I'll take the paper. Won't hurt. Because we came to these office areas and went, I'm gonna go back. Which is here. The end of that hall. This is where the TV is chilling to do its thing. Okay. We've got a bathroom. We're going to use it because we're here. And we have not discovered how to make our own bathrooms yet, so yeah, that's kind of what we got to deal with. Let's drink the water. And talk to Derek Mance.
Cascade. The first instances of IS-064 appeared barely seconds after our first successful perforation event. It appears to exude a fog or mist that has overtaken Flat Hill entirely.
Yeah.
The surviving residents have been evacuated and a
grab the
cordon
metal.
established around the town, citing a chemical spill. The residents, not to mention our counterparts at the EPA, are less than impressed. But the knowledge we already
Counterparts at
gained,
the
even in
EPA.
this short time, is beyond
Yeah.
value.
And die. I get to feel badass. Killing pests in one hit when I sneak attack them from behind. We're basically looking for a couple more magazines if we can. Pardon me. Get out of the chair. Oh, you have made this nearly impossible. Hey. All right. Next, we have some more offices, some more junk, and some more stuff. We like stuff and things. All right. It's a cabinet we can't pick up. See, I can also kill the mid-jump. Always nice. All right. Is there anything I don't care about? The rubber band ball. Yeah, a lot of this stuff I can't grab. Yeah, I don't care about the wood. We'll take the filing cabinet, though. We don't need that just yet. We can find a couple more frickin' magazines. We'll be in good frickin' shape. Staplers, we're gonna need more of. You always need more staplers. Well, maybe not always, but it is a very common thing to need. Okay, that guy saw me, so we're gonna come in here and we're gonna kill him. And I broke the glass because I'm talented like that. Turn the light on. Do search the room. There's paintings and stuff that you can take in this game to beautify your base. We're not gonna stay anywhere long enough. And let's eat the salts chips. Any magazines? Those are probably books. Yep, books. Oh well.
This is Dr. Derek Mance. As our
It's a wall clock.
understanding of perforation technology
You can take
grows,
that too.
we have discovered new facets of its physical laws. One of the most fascinating is temporal tethering. Each entry to an antiverse seems to
Magazines.
start a timer, which resets
I
after a
think
given
I have
period,
enough.
as though a band of time stretches before snapping back to its origin. I'm confident we will understand this phenomenon in time.
And
Until we do,
there's the
it
checkpoint.
violates a dozen scientific principles.
and the TV. And more magazines. I missed those. Not gonna complain though. Alright. We're gonna go back downstairs. Go back to our base. Pardon me. make the rest of our armor. It's going to make us being able to carry a lot more weight, which is really useful at this level. The elevator. So nice. So we need to get in here. Which also includes Great Battle. And we'd like to have a full makeshift armor before we fight any more robots. We've killed them thus far. I know that, you know, some people are like, hey, if you can do it like that. No, I'd prefer to make sure I live. And not all the robots are going to be easy to get into a pattern to destroy. Because, you know. Just because I know a way to kind of cheese the wrong term. They're robots, they are programs. So even in real life, if you were coming across a combat robot and it only had certain levels of programming, would it be cheesing to decide that I'm not going to do this or I'm not going to do that? I don't think anybody would agree with that. And if you do, well... Alright. I really only grabbed that filing cabinet for the weight, but sure, we can put it down somewhere. Why not? We'll put it there. Get it out of the inventory. Now, there's another reason why we came back this quick is because I am paranoid about our poor plants. I have had too many plants in this game die. Too many. So, every chance I get to make sure that they are properly watered is a good thing. Now, the ones that were pre-planted, they're probably fine now after a little bit of adding to their situation. Alright, so now real quick, we need lab gloves and a carbuncle crown. We have the other makeshift equipment. So into here we are going to go to armor and gear, and we're going to pin this, and armor wraps, we're going to pin that, and the keypad hacker, we really only have one of the parts for that, so boom, and boom, and boom, and boom, and come over here, grab our wonderful loyal frying pan. Let's make the makeshift arm wraps. And the makeshift helmet. We are now wearing a frying pan. But we have to worry about carbuncles again, which is that part. That part's gonna suck. Not gonna lie. Blah, blah. My loyal lab gloves, you have served me well through your time, but your time is now over. My bad. Okay, real quick, so we can repair everything we got. We're gonna come here, we're gonna salvage one of the anvils. They're worth a lot of metal. And repair. Oh, that requires plastic. Repair. Rubber band. Boom. Alright. Plastic I'm gonna need. Let's get rid of the anvil. It's heavy. Duct tape. That fixes everything. Screws. Book. The magazines. Let's repair the shield. It did take damage. Ooh, crafting level went up. And here I missed the rubber bands somewhere along the way. Because I know I have some rubber bands. I've got some rubber bands. There we go. Hopefully soon we'll be getting a gun. So that's going to make our lives a little bit easier when it comes to that. Okay, bandages can go back down here. Splint. I don't really care to have a splint with me. It's useful when it's useful. If that makes sense. Hopefully. Okay, put you in there. Shake this around to get rid of the hammer. Alright. What time is it? 3:20 p.m. Well, We should have another robot CPU here, don't we? I had 2. Question is where did they end up? Out there. So we've defeated 2 robots. We got 2 CPUs. This is giving me a little bit of a concern. I'm not seeing it anywhere in here. Let's place a couple more lamps, free up the inventory space. The better you lit up your base is, the better the world is for everybody involved. Okay, and let's put one on top of the water bottle over there. Where is my robot CPU? Oh boy! Oh, there they are. 2 robot CPUs. So to make this, let's go to that. We're gonna pin that. So, siege event. This is gonna be very close quarters. I'm gonna close that door. So, once you have activated level 3, you get siege events. So much fun. Yes, I know. Meaning that tonight, in the middle of the night, there's going to be portals that open up, and I'm going to get attacked. Unless I've already earned myself a real siege, which is also a possibility. But I say screw that. We're going to go wake up a robot and fight it. Get that third CPU ready. Because we're madmen. I stand by it. And alright, time to wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. I don't feel like waiting till night, thank you. Alright, I forgot to reload. So this is going to be great. So the game forces you to fight these enemies fairly early on before you really get to any other advanced enemies. Early level bosses. That's a good way of putting it. I do plan on using all of these that I have, and then I'll start stabbing it. I shot it in the junk. I mean, it's a robot, so I guess it's all junk. You know what I mean? In between the legs. Not that it would have the anatomically correct parts for that. One way or the other. Or even in between, or both. Or none. I guess it's none. That's gonna get into some weird territory in the comments, I suppose. I mean, I'm not gonna judge it for whatever it picks. Alright. Alright, come on. We're trying to get accuracy XP right now. And reloading. Reloading is also good, but accuracy is even better. But that's what we'll be trying to cheese out with our pistol when we get it. The problem is, and we're going to be killing more of these bad boys, pistols are a pain in the butt to repair early on, because you need a specific component to do it. And I definitely don't have that component right now. Light repair gun kit, or light gun repair kit. Should be out of these shortly. I haven't been counting, but I can tell from the pincushion that I'm leaving behind. Yeah, we've used a lot of bolts. And there we're out. Okay, time to do the stabby. Right. Your pathing sucks. One way to get bonus sharp XP. It's one of the reasons why I'm trying to use blunt other times when I can. Whoa! No thank you. No, no, no. Bad robot. No touchy. No touchy. Alright. And come on. Come on, buddy. Hurry up and die. You're littered with bolts. You've got to be near death. Son of... No touchy, I said. No touchy means no touchy. Alright. You do not have consent. Bad robot. There you go. You're dead. And we've got the third part we need. And some additional loot. Here, I should grab these before I can. Alright. Boom. I don't think every bolt drops, but we'll take what we can get. Make sure I grabbed everything. Yep, I am now an absolute mess. Wash myself off. Got anything else to trade?
I don't think so.
Stapler for raw anniversary fish.
There's these little hoppy things everywhere. You're on your own.
Get that going. We are going to be making judicious use of this for our first siege. Unless it turns out to be a more dangerous siege. We'll find out shortly. Do you like peas? You know what? I do like peas. Did I get a root beer? I got a root beer. I mean, I don't actually like peas. I hate peas. Personally.
Not bad if you like that sort of thing.
But that's more of, yeah. Oop, wrong way. That is not the way to my base. I keep doing that. Habits of running around playing this game. Let's just put it that way. This is an unusual spot for my base. I'm sure other people have used it before, but for me, not so much. All right. Okay, I've got a syringe on me. There's the peas. Let's put this stuff in the fridge. Okay. What is our food needs at? We're not too bad. Me being paranoid about my plants time. There's the first. Yeah, these things open up. And at a certain time, they will unleash all kinds of badness against you. So yeah, that's the thing. But I feel like we're ready. And I should be able to make all 3 computation bricks I need. Does that mean I can create everything else? Not necessarily. But I can do that. Okay, so I can take this and we can unpin it. And we need a controller, an infrared emitter, and an LCD screen. I'm gonna lay down here. This is gonna threaten there maybe being a portal right here. But I want to get rid of the tired condition. It is not the most dangerous one in the world. But it gets really annoying if you get to the next level of tired. Alright. Glow stick. We need bioscrap and a test tube. Test tube. And we need the keyboard too. Phone. Already got a keyboard. Glass. That. Where is the test tube? Oh, already in my inventory. Bioscrap is what I was looking for this whole time. Ah, don't judge me. Which is probably in our fridge or in our little thing because it is food related. Yeah. Yep, there we go. Okay. Here, make a glow stick. Boom, come back here and make an LCD screen. Boom, unpin. Go back to the components menu. Infrared emitter, boom. And controller. Boom. Go to tools, and now we can make the keypad hacker. Get that off of the... unpin all. Ha! We now have something to fit into another slot. Boom. Hacking device. Now, all of the level 1 locks, which we're going to do a real quick run-through of those before the, Here. You know what? I'm going to stand... No. Oh, increased danger. Just realized. If these things are still running around when the robot wakes up, let's eat our big old hunk of meat. Boom. So we're good there. And let's drink a Vit Cola, which gives me metal scrap. Take a sip of water. Those needs are all full. The only thing we gotta worry about is the bathroom. Well, we're almost in danger zone. I'm gonna keep that door open. So if we're unlucky, there's gonna be a massive enemy. And this thing is appearing right in the middle of all of our stuff, which is always fantastico. Alright, come on. Only got so much time. Start up, Siege. I'm gonna do my best to do this without breaking any more. Incursion detected. Let's see if any more opened up. Doesn't look like it. Here's why this thing is epically useful in these sieges. When the pests, because they're gonna start warping in. We only have one spot, so it's gonna be a little bit easier. Get it? Boom. No longer an issue. And I'm gonna take down 4 of them, and then I'm gonna start killing them. Killed it right away. Boom, first siege survived. And the food has come to me. Now, bioscrap, that's not good. I hear the robot running around. Always a positive thing. And bioscrap. Alright, yeah. There is definitely a robot wandering around down below. And how are my plants doing? Doing good. Regrowing, stage 2 of 5. And let's get rid of our junk. Okay, get the tech scrap on there. And screws. Keyboards. Yeah, yep. Get rid of all of you. Boom. And down here. Yeah. I'm gonna put the bioscrap back. I do want you in my inventory. I feel like I'm missing something down here that I had before. Oh well. Okay. Grab metal. Boom. And rubber band. Boom. Because I want to repair my stuff. Which, yeah, you are going to require the morning. Forgot about that for a moment. I don't think I need anything else right now. We're doing okay. If I had some heads, I could make a peccary skull weapon and item, but not necessarily needed, so not going to worry about it. We should make... Do I have another desk leg? We can make another improv cooker. I'll use the damaged one, why not? Boom. Makeshift frying pan. We have access to more, at least we will shortly, but yeah, let's get this food cooking. soon as that thing's done patrolling, we'll be running to the bathroom. The trials and tribulations of this game. We can also get ready before we go to make our first soup. And I think it ran out of power. Yeah, it's not enough to cook all night. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Let's grab our water. What are you doing, robot? Are you, like, fighting stuff down there? Oh, it's very confused down there. It does not know what it needs to do. So, while we wait for that stuff to cook, fishing recipes, fortunately, come in a way that's not fishing. Soup recipes come in a game where the game tells you what can make a fish, or what can make a soup, but it doesn't tell you what the soup is or what it does. It's just, hey, you have all these theoretical soups based off of what you have found. Like, you know what? I'm actually going to stop you from cooking. And I think I have enough to make, because I got a thing of peas, right? I have a thing of peas, and I've got salt, right? Yes. We have everything we need. Alright. Gonna go boom. And then boom. And then boom. Split pea soup.
Attention, this sector is under precautionary security measures.
And we've saved the rump for eating by itself. Soups don't burn. It's pretty awesome like that. Repair up our gear. And that too while we're at it. Nope. Gotta love the fact that it always looks like it's a repair icon whenever I'm using my controller. They need to fix that. The salt. Salt away. You can't do anything about the mess in the base. It will sort itself out. But we're going to get a soup bowl with us. And hopefully that'll finish up soon. While that goes, that guy is still fucking guarding the bathroom, isn't he? Yeah, he's right there, really lost and confused. That's my bathroom, dude. No, it's another bathroom all the way down here, back in our first base. Nothing said in the challenge that we can't come back here to use the potty. We just can't collect any of the gear we left behind. Just avoid all this shit. Come in here. Boop. Having to run like a mile to go to the bathroom. That's always fantastic. Okay. And before that stuff starts wandering out, let's ignore all that. Soups are an important component of this game. It doesn't, anything that is a deployable item, that's food item, will not spoil. And soup is a deployable item. I'll show you what that means here in a moment. It should be done. Okay, we're gonna grab the soup. Let's go to our heart bar. Now if you notice, it can be placed down somewhere. Boom. It's there. It has 4 portions in it, and you can then just eat the soup. You get 2 per pot, so there's 6 food uses. And yeah, that's how soup works. Fancy. But if you notice, there is no freshness bar on anything going on. One of the, I guess, exploits that I've used where I needed food, like, you make a bunch of this of something you can deploy and you put it out. Some of them have some bad things that can happen if they're consumed, but if you just have it sitting around, and I see it eventually got unlost or it unloaded. All right, I still need to make some more bolts, but let's get some shooting XP in. I missed. close. All right. Yay! And for the first time in a while, I know I normally don't do this, we're gonna harvest because we're not gonna be out for this way long. Coming out here to make sure we can deal with whatever spawns in there. There's a carbuncle nearby somewhere. Don't know where, but it's near. They also like to hide up here in weird spots, so... Ooh. Alright, buddy. Oh, of course. That's fantastic. Well, it knocked me out of the carbuncle's range. Go ahead and do your thing, that's fine. And you're dead. I'm slowly gonna get irradiated, but you know what? That's fine. I've got the food, and the carbuncle is around here somewhere. Yep, right here. Right where you can't see it. They are a pain. If that guy hadn't knocked us out of the range of it, we would have been having a very bad day. Alright. Let's reload this. I hear more carbuncles. But this is our first keypad door. And look at that. Bullets. A bunch of phones we don't need. A lamp. A computer. More bullets. It's almost like the game is getting us prepared for something. I believe there is an enemy hiding around here usually. Maybe not. Grab the paper. Screw it. It's Dr. Mance recording.
Dr. Derek Mance reporting. Although it remains essentially hostile, these peccary can be taught to respond to basic commands, as Dr. Manbanco has demonstrated.
Yeah, they're dog smart.
As its
basically what he's gonna
biosystems
say.
work much more swiftly here. It learns extremely rapidly.
All
Many
right.
on the executive committee will want a weapon, I'm sure. Their imagination reaches
Pew
no
pew
further.
pew 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 pew.
But if we can
They
just
like
breathe the
weapons.
aggression out, the peccary would make an extraordinary work beast. Our
Machine
world
guns.
has enough toys of war.
All right. The other key we uncovered is. God damn it! Where are you? You're right there. Eat my boot. You pain in my ass. Grab those. They can be used in soup, and we're probably going to use them in soup while we're here. You know, I'm going to grab you on the way out. So, we have now opened up the door. Now the problem is that door is stuck open unless you come through here and you can use a control pad. It makes a fantastic base. I don't mind saying, at all. I've been up here in my stream that I had for quite some time. It's utterly fantastic. That's another cooler we'll be grabbing on the way out. It's got its own recharge station, so early in the game you don't have to worry about that. You can just blah. Cannot open from that side. I need to unlock the other door. Alright, that's fine, game. I see what you're getting to. Another level 1 lock. Boop. It's alright. I'm going to come at it from the other side, so... I know what I'm doing. Kinda.
Do you have any idea what's going on?
It's a very, very
I've only
wannabe
got
Scottish
blood
man.
wounds too. I've been hiding here since those goons attacked that poor technician down there. Is
Blah,
he
blah,
even still
blah. You're
breathing?
still talking.
I can't bear to
That's
look.
fine.
Something's
Suppose that's your
happened
choice.
to the perforations system.
And we
The
got a
process of haywire,
gun.
but that shouldn't be able to happen. I wish I knew what was happening in labs right now.
Alright, I'll grab you. I'm gonna grab all that water on the way out. There's a fair amount of it right here, making it an additionally good base for that reason alone. Okay, come down here, And we're going to open this door, which also is a security level 1. That is, we'll take it. That's some acid. Basically, we're about to loot all these lockers. There's not going to be that much, and we can get rid of whatever we don't immediately need. Through here. Ooh, ethanol oil. Or ethanol, whatever. Some water. This is the infamous bathroom that I've filled with poop when I was playing multiplayer, and the one that caused the final poop down. One of these days I'll get that short going. You hear that, Zeppy? I'll do it one of these days. This is going to be a bunch of paper I don't need. But it's much faster to just hit the grab all than it is to sort it in the beginning. I'm getting money, duct tape, and a bunch of glorious stuff. And it's the site of another security pack. If you have not grabbed the other one, or you're playing multiplayer, you can have at least 2 people equipped with those backpacks before you travel to... Ooh, inventory... Oh, it's a screwdriver. Fuck that. And then we open this door. Okay. Now, this cabinet here. I don't need cloth. I don't need paper. I don't need oil that bad. Or an extra screwdriver. But having a bunch of extra space for water, so I'm going to be heavily over-encumbered on my journey. Sounds fantastic. I'm going to start by grabbing this one here. Which we are then going to use as... There's a plan here. What we do is... Where's all the other... There's another one up here, wasn't there? No? Maybe? Maybe so. I don't know. Ooh, first aid kit. Oh yeah, this is also has a quick escape. It's got a little wire, you can zoom down. I was highly entertained when I was watching another streamer, and he went to play this game. And the very first thing he did when he set up his new base, when he asked people about it, was he set up here. And I'm like, I was just there. Where's the other water cooler? Is it down? It's not down here. Okay. Fucking flashlight. It's so dark. There was another one in here. It wasn't just the 2. There was a... there we go. Almost full one. And that should be all we're going to grab today. And combine. And take. That one. Alright. And we're good. Go back to base. And get ready to get rid of the crossbow. It's been nice while it lasted, but we are no longer in need of it. That's mine is an evil laugh. Alright. Let's charge up the vacuum cleaner. Incredibly useful during the base siege. It is a badass weapon in the early part of the game. Less so later. Much less so later. But it has the negative side effect of, if you are hoping for food, it's not going to help you get food. Ever. In the slightest. It will just cause things to explode on walls. I am so heavily encumbered, I can no longer run. Alright. Gonna dump everything in the fridge. And... blah, blah. Our fridge is now highly radioactive. So we don't necessarily want to stand next to it very often for too long. We now have more water. Which we can do that. And we got our dirty water here. Which is just for washing ourselves really at this point. Oop, I forgot some rumpy rumps. And okay, bring you out. And let's just fill. And we have refreshed our water situation. Gotten additional stuff. And we now have 2 dirty waters. Well, about to. I keep forgetting that that glass is open. Or open. The glass has been used. Alright. Getting a little bit lost in the dark. And we have our other dirty water. Okay. Let's check out our planty plants. Phil, if you notice again, for those who weren't noticing before, there's a water bar that shows you just how full these are. Yeah. Guessing these are ready to go, why they're not. Yeah. We can harvest them at any time we want. Again, always use clean water for these. You can't use dirty water. If you fill a bucket with dirty water and then spend the next 20 minutes trying to figure out why you can't water your plants, that's why. I may have done this from personal experience. Just put it that way. Alright. The duct tape does not fit with the other duct tape? Oh, okay, no, it just didn't take my button pushing. Alright, we now have a bunch of ammo. So, it's gunslinging time. Get rid of that, and we're going to get rid of that. But also, I'm going to grab this, get rid of our partially charged flashlight, get one of the fully charged ones, and I believe duct tape, which I just got rid of it all. What I always do with my guns, every gun that I can, security pistol with flashlight. It doesn't matter what kind of flashlight you use. If you make a makeshift flashlight, it'll do the same thing. In fact, let's show you what that does. Tools, makeshift flashlight. Oh, requires a desk lamp. I don't know if I want to get rid of my desk lamp. Any of them. Nah. Anyway. It'll do the exact same thing. It is able to be used for it if you're really that worried about your flashlights. Boom. But now we have a gun that we're not particularly good with, but it also has a flashlight. So now we get to cheat and have two weapons with a flashlight, so at any point that we're running around and, you know, we're not exactly sure how safe we are. Flashlight, safe. Gun, not safe. And you can still block with guns. So even if you're firing into melee, you can block. Very important. Alright. So, we got our soup. We gotta put that in our inventory slot on the other side of the fishing pole. We got plenty of ammo. For now. It's gonna disappear quickly. Not even gonna lie. It goes quicker than you think. Because, well, at this point in the game, you're still going, oh god, oh god, oh god, this thing is tough. Hey, one level of first aid as well, and we have rubber band balls we need to get rid of. Alright. It is 2:40 p.m. We're a little tired. We'll get a naparoo in. Naparoony! So one of the things that I've noticed, since I've been playing this right now, is... Here, let's get rid of these. In the very beginning, we went over what the buffs and perks and flaws. There's the term. And I kind of went, oh, this one's good, this one's not. Tried to go over the best I could. But there's something I've wanted to note since I've been in this one. Now, normally, when I take it, I take both dry skin and hungry. I accidentally took weak bladder and just figured I was going to have to go to the bathroom more often. But I would normally have taken hunger as well. But with the way it is right now, with my hunger levels, it seems to be going down respectfully to my... the water seems to be going at about its speed, which is nice. So you're still growing. Okay. We're gonna go check out that second level and see if there's any more third level, and see if there's any more doors we can open, especially now that we have access to the elevator. Why did I go this way? Because I'm an idiot. That's okay. little hall here that I don't use very often. Alright. I went the wrong way. Elevator room. Yes. See? Alright. We can't unlock that door. We're not going to yet. I can have a weapon out and have a lamp going. Now again, my guy kind of sucks at combat, so it's questionable how useful it's going to be. Oh, accidentally drank the sink. Anything, any of those? Oops, salt. Not a big need, as you'll see soon. Got a Geiger counter saying that there is something radioactive nearby.
Private note. It's
Private note?
undeniable that operations at Cascade are being monitored by external forces. This
External
much the Cascade
forces.
Executive Committee have been permitted to know. Exactly who has been infiltrating.
We're gonna need this soon.
And to what ends remains unknown.
Screws are
Or
gold.
rather, those who know.
And I can get through
refuse
here,
to
but I
say.
don't think I can open this door. Yeah,
I've
no,
been directed
that's
to tell
locked.
my team that we are conducting some security drills, but the threat seems
Yeah, I
quite
don't really need the seeds. The acid and the ethanol oil, yes, very much so. At any given opportunity. So we already went through all those doors. No problem. Oh yeah, the gun also, whichever way you're pointing the gun is the way it's going. Aha, you did. Ironically, the gun does the same amount of damage as the crossbow bolt. So I don't mind the crossbow bolt too much. And actually, it becomes useful again as you learn how to make a variety of ammo. We're looking for doors that we can open. These are all going to be locked. Radiation. No. Okay. In here is that dude upstairs. Ooh, food. Tomato. And potata. Not going to complain about that. Grab the salt. Yeah, we didn't do any looting in here because we were running out of room. That's why we went back. Aha, I remember. A little bit. And in here is always a small swarm of enemies. I missed. I missed again. I hit. Accuracy is going to go up much quicker. I'm going to go slam against the window for a little while. They can't break through. A bunch of these. We have the Fog Hill thingamajigger. Portal area. Silo. Blue keypads. This also gives you the lock, I believe. The hacker. When I was streaming it before, it definitely unlocked before I talked to Lady. But because we ran out of room, we didn't get this far. And the nightlights, which we have not seen too many of in this. But, alright. And in here is going to be another pest. Yep. Oh! Ah, shot you midair. Yeah, see how quickly this ammo just burns out? Because we suck with guns. We really do. Box of screws. And... alright. I think that's all we have access to on this level. Other than, if we really wanted to, we could fight another very angry security bot. Which is a great way to get your accuracy up, because you can just kind of walk backwards away. But, yeah, no, not desirable. So, let's move forward. It's getting close to the end of the night.
Did you get those CPUs from the security robots? I can't get my data until you make that hacker.
Alright, I'm making a hacker, lady.
You got it open! I was right!
You were right.
Looks like someone closed it from...
That's right. Boom. I get to feel badass. Alright. I'm allowed to do that every once in a while. Alright, let's check on here real quick. Boop. And we've reached an hour. Yeah. We are going to come through here. And open you up. We have now hacked everything we can at this point. There's always a pest right there. Always. Come through here. Got a bunch of stuff we don't need. Oh, we do need iodine tablets. We've got a charging station. We need to charge stuff. Boop, 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 boop. Hurry up and charge. I don't have all day. Thank you. We've got a trail of blood. Someone had a very bad day. A very no good, very bad day. We are heavy breathing.
Scientist, do not reignite the rift. There are abominations within. My brethren crossed over to seal your folly.
Yep, bad day.
The cost of your knowledge not already clear.
Well, he can speak English.
Will not stop yourself.
We will.
We will.
Alright, dude. You know, I've got a bandage here. Oh, no. Died too fast. You're still dying. Or even finished dying. Jeez Louise, these people. And... look at that. Ooh, more hydrochloric acid. Keypad, class 1 clearance. Don't open it, or bad things will happen. Oopsies. We have opened it. Because we are the awesomest scientist of Science Land. Well. Yeah, we're not really a scientist from Science Land. We're, Duty McDuderson. Temp extraordinaire. Alright, basically we're grabbing every... oh, we now have a hazard suit. Which isn't as badly needed in this next area. But, let's dump everything off in here that we don't need. We'll figure out how much of it we need later. Boom, boom, boom. We now have a hazard suit. With our loyal fanny pack. I'm still going to take the duct tape with me. We've got a computer terminal. Always good to check these out. Again, there's a lot of lore to this game. It's fantastic lore. It really is. And tidy up. Boom, boom, boom. Let's open up the doors. We have a smoky catwalk. But that's where I'm going to leave it, everybody. Thank you very much, everybody who came along today. We're going to save it right here before we go into the other dimension. Going to come out there and leave game. Yes, quit. Once again, thank you everybody who came by. It was great getting to stream today and getting to try to provide some entertainment for you guys afterwards, for those that watch it. But on that note, we're going to finish up, and just remember, I suck at outros, and be cool. And yeah, I don't know what else to say, so I'm going to put on the end screen.